They should have access to education, because that's one way of getting out of poverty. They should have respect, and they should feel that there's hope in the future. And the only way to have hope is if you have respect, and you know that you have a livable income, and if you want to go back to school, you're not penalized for that. And if you earn an extra living, an extra income, you're not penalized for that. It's not clawed back. A sustainable income is basically where people can afford food, to put food on their table, can afford proper energy efficient housing, and it can afford to pay their bills. I mean, it's not an extravagant living, but they can at least afford the basics that are necessary for proper living, and they can afford to put their children in school, and they have hope in the future. We would work towards more locally grown food. We need to move away from large corporations who don't answer to the government, they don't answer to the people of Canada. So locally grown, safe food. For the environment, we need to start looking towards taxing polluters and putting more money into the hands of regular people so that they can spend more money on the things that they want. So we tax the things that we don't want, such as pollution, and less tax on the things we do want, which is income. We are losing jobs in the manufacturing industry in Canada, so we need to move towards more sustainable jobs in the green energy sector, such as solar, geothermal, creating waste into energy. At the present time, we have some small companies that are producing alternative energies, but we mostly import it from other countries. So we need made in Canada jobs in the alternative energy sector. I have an Aboriginal background, so my heart feels for the Aboriginal people and how they've been treated in this country. I would restore funding, the Green Party would restore funding to the $5.1 billion Kelowna Accord that was promised before the Conservative government. We would also provide education, clean water, food, and energy efficient housing to our Aboriginal people. They are our First Nations. They deserve better. All levels of government, such as federal, provincial, and municipalities, they have to start talking together to make sure that such things as the light rail transit, which is important in Ottawa, will come to fruition. We really need for governments to work together for the benefit of the one taxpayer. Ottawa and Ottawa West Nepean really need a light rail transit. So the federal government, the NCC, and the provinces have to work with the City of Ottawa for stable funding for a light rail transit that will work for people and will go where people live and work.